best contractors I've met all have one thing in common. They don't chase every job. They own a specific market, a specific client type, a specific type of work in a specific geographic area, and they become the go-to name for it right in their own backyard. That is not an accident. That's a strategy. And today I'm breaking down exactly how to build it. What's going on, everyone? My name is Joel Lipsky, construction business owner, advocate, and educator. I've spent the last 20 years in the construction industry, on the job site and in the trenches, building companies, leading teams, and learning lessons the only way it's earned in this industry, through experience. I'm here to share tips, tricks, and other hard lessons that I learned straight from the job site that allow me to run my construction company successfully. Not just how to build better projects, how to run a better business. If you're a construction leader ready to operate with clarity instead of chaos, you are in the right place. Like, share, subscribe. Let's build something together. Let's be real for a minute. When you first start a construction business, you're not thinking about niches. You're not thinking about strategy. You're thinking about one thing, the next paycheck. And I get it because I lived it. When you don't have cash reserves, when you don't have a reputation, when you don't have a pipeline full of work, you take everything, every opportunity, every call, every project that walks through the door. You say yes to residential, you say yes to commercial, you say yes to small jobs, big jobs, wherever you can find an opportunity because you just need the work. And in the beginning, that's survival. That's the reality of getting started. Any construction business. But here's the problem. Most contractors never stop doing that. They stay in survival mode for years, sometimes forever. They keep chasing every dollar, every opportunity, every project type, and they wonder why their business feels chaotic, why they can't scale, why they can't hire the right people, and why nothing ever feels easier. Here's why. You are allowing the tail to wag the dog. The work is running you. You're not running the business. And until you flip that, nothing is going to change. Let me paint you a picture. You're a general contractor. One week you're doing a kitchen renovation. Next week you're bidding a commercial fit out. The week after that, someone calls you about a parking lot and you're chasing all three. Three different clients, three different scopes, three different subcontractors, three different problems. Your team doesn't know what to specialize in. Your estimating process is all over the place. You can't dial it in. Your reputation in the market is unclear because nobody knows exactly what you do. You become a generalist, and generalists get paid generalist rates. The specialists, the contractors who own a lane, they get paid a premium. They get referrals, they get repeat clients. They build a reputation that brings the work to them instead of them chasing the work. That's the difference between a business that grows and a business that grinds. Now, let me tell you how this played out for me and my brother, because it wasn't a quick process. My brother and I, we spent years trying to figure this out. We hired a business coach, we brought in a sales consultant, we sat down and studied our best clients. We looked at our best projects and we asked ourselves the hard question. What type of work do we actually enjoy doing? What clients do we serve the best? Where do we operate the most efficiently? And most importantly, what is our overall ambition with this company? It wasn't something we figured out overnight. It legit took years of honest evaluation, real conversations, and a willingness to look at the business from the outside in. And eventually, we made a decision. We are going to dominate one specific market in two specific geographic locations. That was it. That was our niche. And I want to be honest with you. That decision was uncomfortable at first because what comes with finding your niche is learning how to say no. And saying no when you're a contractor, that goes against everything your instincts tell you. But here's what happened. Once we got disciplined, once we started saying yes to the right opportunities and saying no to the wrong ones, everything changed. Our team got sharper, our systems got tighter, our reputation in that market grew, our referrals increased, and our profitability slightly improved. We stopped being everything to everyone and started being the best at something specific. That discipline is what grew our business, not chasing more work, chasing the right work. So how do you actually find your niche? Let me break it down to you in 5 simple steps. Step 1, study your best projects. Go back and look at your last 2 to 3 years of work. Which projects were the most profitable? Which ones did your team execute at the highest of levels? Those projects are a clue. They're telling you where your strengths live. Step 2, study your best clients. Who are your best clients? Not the ones who paid the most, The ones who were the easiest to work with referred you to others and came back to you for more work. What do they have in common? What industry are they in? What types of projects did they hire you for? That pattern is your niche starting to reveal itself. Step 3, look at your geography. Where do you operate the best? Where do you have relationships? Where do you have a reputation? Owning a geographic market is just as powerful as owning a project type. When you're the known contractor in a specific area, that has real value. Step 4, ask yourself the hard question. What is your ambition for this company? Where are you trying to take it? Do you want to be a high volume operation, a boutique firm, a specialist in a specific sector? Your niche has to align with where you actually want to go, not where the market is pushing you, where you want it to be. And step 5, get comfortable saying no. This is the hardest part for me and my brother, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Once you have defined your niche, you will have to turn down work that doesn't fit, clients that don't align, projects outside of your lane. And it will feel so wrong at first in so many ways, especially if you're still trying to build your pipeline. But every time you say yes to the wrong opportunity, you are saying no to the right one because your time, your team, and your resources are limited. Discipline is what separates the contractors who scale from the ones who stay stuck. Let me tell you what happens when you find your niche and stay disciplined to it. Your estimating gets faster because you're pricing the same work repeatedly. Your team executes better because they're dialed in on the scope and they're repeating it over and over. Your subcontract relationships get stronger because you're bringing the same team to the table for the same type of work consistently. Your reputation grows because the market starts to associate your name with a specific type of project. Your referrals increase because happy clients in your niche know other potential clients in your niche. Word gets out, and ideally, your profitability improves because you're operating in your zone of competency, not scrambling around on unfamiliar ground. Niching down isn't limiting. It's the opposite. It's the foundation for real, sustainable growth. Look, I'm not telling you to turn down every job tomorrow, especially if you're in the early stages of your business and still trying to build your foundation and pipeline. But I am telling you to start thinking about it now. Study your work, study your clients, study your market. Have the hard conversations with yourself and your partners about where you actually want to bring this company. Because the contractors who dominate, they're not the ones who do the most types of work. They're the ones who do the right type of work better than anyone else in the market. Find your lane, own it, and stay disciplined to it. That's how you scale. If this hit home, like the video, share it with a contractor who needs to hear it, and subscribe if you're serious about growing your construction business. We're just getting started.